from Beer Blood.
I'm Adam from McKnight Carlson Wines.
And today we're drinking
Hopslam. Bell's Hopslam.
because one Hopslam is never enough.
No, especially at this time of day. I mean,
We're drinking two Hopslams.
Two Hopslams.
So, just a little background. Hopslam is Bell's Brewery's winter seasonal. They brew it every January.
most sought after beer.
Yeah, it's a 10% double IPA.
With honey.
With honey, yeah. With Michigan honey, that's right. And I was looking around. The IBUs, they don't report it on the Bell's website.
No.
But there's wide ranges.
We had this discussion last week. I mean, I saw as few as 60 IBUs and up to about 100.
Yeah.
So.
And I saw one homebrew clone recipe where Larry Bell from Bell's actually chimed in on it. He said the IBUs are at 60. But the homebrew recipe that they cloned it was 138. Yeah. So, you know, these IBUs things are kind of nonsense. It's a good indicator of where you're going, but it means nothing. But we're going to do something different with Hopslam. So what we did is we took we have a bottle from last year, from 2015, and then a can from this year, 2016. And this is not a beer that people recommend age. Yeah. But last year we did something kind of interesting that I thought it'd be kind of nice to try it here. We had a 2015, a 2014, and a 2013. Yeah. Now we tasted those blind, and if I remember right, the 2014,
the 14 was what everybody liked best.
Was unanimous across the board. Everyone picked that. I don't think part of the reason we're not tasting this blind today is because we don't have a third person here to pour it. But I think it would be pretty obvious this year which one is the new one. Yeah. Because I've had a couple cans of this. The hop aroma here out of that can is pretty intense,
really prominent.
And I think
this will be a testament to why brewers of hoppy beers are starting to move towards cans more than bottles.
Yeah, and I don't know if their intention of canning it was really to improve the quality. They said that they're undergoing another big expansion there. That brewery is supposed to be up to 1 million barrels by the time they're done with that expansion. Incredible. But they said they didn't have enough room on their bottling line.
Yeah, I did hear that, but you know, like Oscar Blues, for instance, I mean, you see they can everything, but you know, the hoppy beer, I mean, I think it lengthens its lifespan a little bit more in the cans.
I really do prefer, especially hoppy beers out of cans. I think it really does.
Well, you know, light, and you know, you get a little bit of, you know, oxygen, you know.
All right, let's give it a shot. Let's see what we do here. Whoa.
Two Hopslams in the morning.
Yeah, here you go. It's all downhill from here.
Okay, trade.
Well, the one thing off the bat is
color.
And the head on that can is better than it is out of the bottle.
Yeah, and you can tell out of the bottle is a slightly more kind of like orange marmalade color, whereas the one out of the can is still fairly kind of light in color.
Yeah, and actually, if you look at it, which this kind of surprises me, the newer beer is actually clearer than the 2015 beer. So the 2016 beer actually has more clarity than the 2015.
Do you think that's like sediment kind of?
I don't know. You would think that the older one would be clearer, that it would settle out.
That would fall out, yeah.
But it's not. So.
Okay, well, you want to hit first. Okay, so already with the 2015, last year's. The aroma is just kind of flat.
It actually smells a little oxidized. You know,
it's got
a little bit of that cherry kind of, you know, cardboardy thing.
I'm not getting too much in the way of hop aroma at all.
No, where this year, so they dry hop this with Simcoe.
Oh my God, yeah.
And it's a big, you know, piney. I get onion.
Yeah,
you know,
onion definitely.
That piney, little bit of that grapefruit happening.
Well, I get a little of the kind of sweatiness, the barrel.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and then like kind of a deep like pineapple.
Oh yeah, the pineapple's really pronounced there. I didn't pick that up at first.
Okay, I'm going back to 2015. I want to try that first. Yeah, again, kind of that cheesy old hop aroma.
This doesn't smell good.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, it didn't hold this. I mean, aroma-wise, this hasn't held up really.
No, I mean it's border on barley wine territory. I think, you know, with the aroma, you get kind of the stewed dark fruits and malt.
I'm not tasting a lot of that oxidization that I'm picking up in the aroma, but it is sweet.
It is.
And the bitterness is is tamped down on it.
You know, there are a number of breweries that put out fresh IPAs that taste similar to this.
Yeah. I mean, their quality's,
outstanding. Yeah.
But now I'm starting to think. Last year when we did this, we picked 2014 over 2015.
Yeah.
Maybe 2015 just wasn't that good.
That could be. That could be. I mean.
That's got everything going on.
Yeah.
I mean, you get the hop flavors really there. I mean, this year it seems a little stickier to me, like a little malt stickier. I mean, I don't know how much honey they're putting in here.
This does have a little heat to it.
It does. And the bitterness on this year's is punishing.
Yes.
I mean, that's a bitter beer.
So obviously these are two, even when this was fresh, this was not the same beer as this beer. I mean, they're, not that I recall anyway. I remember last year being a little bit underwhelmed by the 15 and some people in the craft beer community like to call this beer Hopslam, not Hopslam. But
I mean, this beer, they started brewing this for the first time in 2004.
Okay. Wow. So far ahead of its time.
Yeah, but there aren't too many brewers making double IPAs like in this manner.
Yeah.
Most of them they're not quite that robustly bitter.
Yeah.
That it seems like things have moved on a bit from there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't think you're seeing nearly as many double IPAs as you were even 2 years ago, which is kind of odd to me. I don't know if that's the alcohol content or people just like. I think you have to have a fair amount of bitterness with a double IPA because they can get a little bit sweet too. But I think people generally like a lot of dry hopping and lighter, like a pseudo-stew.
Right. There's so much premium on hop flavor now, and I think when you get up into that 9-10% ABV range, you're going to get so much malt flavor. Yeah. It's going to almost be impossible to
balance that with fresh hop flavor.
To really, and to like really exhibit those hops when you've got that kind of malt bill going on underneath.
It can be done, and this is one of the good examples.
So what do you think of this? Do you like this beer?
I do. I like it in small quantities. I couldn't put away a 6-pack like some people can, but
you couldn't.
Well,
I mean, you did.
I don't think I've done 6 before. I've witnessed 6 being consumed in one sitting.
God.
The aftermath was not pretty. But no, I do like this beer. I think it's a kind of a masterpiece of a beer. It's a benchmark beer.
I have a love-hate relationship with this sort of beer. When I get one of these, the first 4 to 6 ounces, I always think, God, this is great.
Yeah.
And then I get to the second half of the glass.
You get fatigued.
And I'm like, I'm not having another one of these for a while.
Yeah. But I think, to me anyway, the mouthfeel on this year's Hopslam seems a bit lighter than last year's.
I think so too.
And I don't know if that's the aging that's kind of compacted things, but this
to tell you the
heavy.
Truth, I think that 2015 beer is really unpleasant.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
It's almost like a barley wine that went bad.
Exactly.
It just didn't hold
exactly. It's got kind of just a, macerated dark fruit and just oxidized.
Which that really surprises me. Mm-hmm. I mean, doing this in the past. I mean, going back to like 2013.
Yeah.
We had a 2-year-old beer that held up pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'd say 2015 was maybe an off year.
Okay, before we. Well, we should say you have.
I've got a couple 6-packs of Hopslam left, not many. I'm sure it'll be gone this week. But
okay, cool. Yeah, I mean it's definitely a beer to try.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely. If you haven't had it and you think you like hops, try it.
Yeah. All right, before we get out of here, let's talk about you next week.
Yeah.
You have something going on here at Gardena.
Yep. Tuesday we're tapping a cask of Abita's Horchata Turbo Dog, which is with vanilla beans and lactose and a couple other things. So that should be cool. So that'll be Tuesday night tapping at 6 p.m.
So are you guys doing the tasting menu this time too?
No tasting menu this time. Just the cast tapping. I'm gonna be out of town, so
nice.
Just go with that.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can salvage the rest of this day after 10%
Sounds good.
beer.
Cheers,
bros.